These are the best highlights from the matchup between JDG and TT during the 2024 LPL Summer Split.
Geography there is. Grub started up for JDG. This could be quite dangerous actually for Kanavi. You don't want to be positioning like this, particularly as the Here comes the teleport. They could just get corralled here.
Feather flashes forwards and Birds of a Feather will flash away from hooks together. Still gonna go down though because Hoya ate a bird. He's a giant scorpion and they just eviscerate the Xayah.
Rula's the only one that flashes away. Who's flashing away with him? Who's the other bird?
I was saying there's Feather on the Blitzcrank.
Oh, right.
And we see Ruler on a bird flashing away. Like this was a multi-layered fun.
I get it now. Just
also know that one.
Ruler's low HP, Missing's low HP. Missing doesn't have flash, he has ult, but there is a dragon up. The next hook coming in from Feather could actually be really dangerous, despite him also having low HP. All he needs to do is hit the hook.
Feather's dead, unfortunately, because they just solar flare him. They knew what was going on.
Turns out the Bermuda Triangle has moved. The extra ward was there. Feather goes down.
But even the slows from Skarner aren't gonna bother him at all. He's gonna be able to get 4 plates.
Again, this is about the best terrain that TT can play around right now. They do have damage. If the hook lands, they can very much play around it. Sheer's in the area though, teleporting in with Hoya.
Flashes back up, Missing, lands a solar flare sort of onto beige 1, but the Herald goes down in such short order. And TT, that is a bit of Safari League of Legends.
It is, they couldn't get that hook. Missing outsteps it. Now Missing doesn't have flash, he doesn't have solar flare. Feather's looking for the next hook and catches Kanavi.
That could be huge. Damage back is big, but he gets to flash away. And Yukal doesn't press R. They take a second glance, a second look and go, yeah, this isn't going to work.
Yeah, well, they land the hook onto one of the targets. But yeah.
You're not paying attention to me.
So anyway, he's got 4 Dark Harvest stacks, and he's going to be pushing into the mid lane. Herald comes through. I don't really think Kanavi should be the one piloting that, but he's going to be safe behind his minions. Easy tower take. He has 4. They have 4 grubs on top of that too. JDG, they push in. They have all outer towers taken. They are so far ahead of the game. They're teleporting, but this might be last chance saloon.
They're going to make a big play here. Beitwan flashing for the stun, and the ultimate comes on through Yagao very low. There will still be a Fate Seal available. Ruler yet to press the R button. They have killed off one of the key carries. Hoya now here onto Missing. 1 extend to the backline, cannot get the isolated Q, but Kanavi still dies. Karthus dead as well. They get 2.
They get 2. Is this going to be enough? Does he have another shield? He does, and that will keep him just about alive. Would have been close otherwise. JDG, very important for them to win, but they don't have a couple of flashes, particularly on beige 1. That's the important one.
Hoya off vision here. Could be difficult. Feather flashes in, gets the knockup. Kanavi low. Big kill. It's a 1-for-1, but the critical members are down. But Dragon secured. Impale afterwards. Yukal. Monster play. They get 3.
Get 3, and they get the Dragon. So
one extend. One last auto. Get Sheer. Yagao flashing out from a pillar of flame survives, but that's another kill.
Yagao burns the flash to live, but he does get that kill on you.
Can be a points.
So anyway, bad movies. I mean, this could be like a B-list horror movie for TT because JDG, they have a Karthus, they're on Baron, they got that Fog of War. Let's see how they can approach this.
Some scary items on ThunderTalk. 2 items apiece means this could get scary. Steal! It ain't slow anymore, but it is a bad horror movie for JDG. Killer Bee had it right. Just mess them up. ThunderTalk. Walk the walk alongside that dog. I think you keep it going.
Sometimes I think you can manifest a bad scenario. JDG, it has come right out of their top drawer of nightmares. It is 4 dead. It is a Baron stolen, and Thunder comes before the lightning strike at Baron. It's going to lead to them being able to push in. They've got almost a 4,000 gold power play so far. Sheer does have ults. They're going to start really trying to play around the globals.
Oh, Sheer, he's in so much danger. The Zenith Blade was short, and that passive coming on through, but a flash for a Q3 will at least make this a 1-for-1.
Now, TT, they've called down the reinforcements. They're not cross-mapping. They're going straight to the scene of the crime.
They're going to come on down. They are corralling JDG. There's 3 members versus 4. Another hook! It just doesn't miss. Hoya lands an Impale. It's only on to Missing. Yagao needs to run away. But unfortunately, you're not on a mountainside. You can't keep climbing that one, Goat. He's going down. Hoya claims that one. Skarner stings a little bit too deep.
Oh, JDG, things go from 0 to 100 and in precisely the worst way for them. They needed to keep a hold of this Twisted Fate advantage in the side lane so they could use the global pressure.
They really have.
Yeah, again, just look at the vision control. It means that the Bermuda Triangle has changed allegiances. TT, they have the vision control. See JDG trying to come through mid lane. Baron being rushed. JDG, how do they even engage onto this?
There's a flash from Kanavi. The last Baron was a steal. He might be able to get on in. He's going to be able to get in there. Doesn't get it down, though. It's well comboed. combo. It's a 1 for none as it stands. Damage back, pretty huge. Do get 2 though, as the Acathian rain comes pouring on in. Acidic as all get out. Turns out when you add a little bit of void to water, it melts people.
And with the kills coming down, TT can either push in for inhibs or they can go towards the Elder, while... Just gonna hold my breath there, flashing up for 1XM with no ult on Ruler, could have been dangerous. But this will be Elder, and it will be the Baron buff twinned up. JDG, I think this is the fight which loses them the game. They're gonna have to be against both double late game Uber buffs.
Navi got in the pit though, and that got scary. I don't know whether he got CC'd or silenced or anything, because of course Blitzcrank can just press R. So maybe that would have stopped the spike press, but...
They are now playing very much in their own base against vision control. Feather has a vision pocket and catches missing. Not the target he really wants, but you have Elder.
Elder, and that's the front line dead.
And that's the one person which can tank the hook. I guess they can't anymore. Elder, Baron might just enter the lead to the end of this game.
How on earth do you clear the waves now? Flash for a hook only gets the Valkyrie. For once, Feather is wide. How rare has that been this game? Yugao hit though, and that means with the Elder buff and a Acathian rain, 1XN gets another. They keep on going. Yukal to the back of the Nexus, claims Karthus. Ruler chunked out the Xayah again, unable to contribute. ThunderTalk Gaming defeat the undefeated 0-3 versus 3-0. 6-0 game score means nothing. They are the champions of game 1, and it's gotta feel good.
Oh, JDG felt like they had the game in their hands, but they just couldn't deal with TT at that Baron, and the game fell apart. They had early leads, they had a composition for range advantage between the Lilia Swirl Seeds and then of course the double long-range poke coming from TT, but JDG have themselves a pretty solid engage combo themselves. He would like top lane to not be the story of this game again. I think if Sheer has a good game on the Skarner, there are definitely some ways to out frontline TT, maybe get himself onto someone like that, Lilia and Jason, pull him out of position. Sheer on the other side of the coin, but now he might be in some trouble.
Oh, hits the swirl suit. That means there could be a lilting lullaby. Flash for the W means there's no shield available. Still going to try and get forwards. Flash in front of that from base one means he gets impaled afterwards. Oh no! It'll be a 1-for-1, but I don't know whether Hoya's going to have a way out here. Here come the rest of JDG. It goes wrong.
Kanavi getting a blast cone over the wall. Hoya, can he survive long enough for an execute? No, he will not. So Sheer, 2 kills in a 1 off, even if you CC the champion. So just ends up miscalculating.
There you go. Misread the animation a little there, and perhaps as Hoya in a difficult position. Does have the R available, but I don't think it's worth popping. He's just going to burn down. Kanavi gets that one for free.
Top lane is starting to fall. Hammer strike away.
Fair amount of damage down, and that will be an even enough trade. Bot lane. CC, but nothing else. Deadly Flourish lands, but again, it's just a little bit of annoyance rather than anything meaningful. Missing though, face checks.
That is so greedy. You know, everyone is there. Maybe, you know, the dragons to the side too. And also the terrain around something like this Herald is much easier to play around from blue side than it is on red side too. So Kanavi, as opposed to the Karthus, who died here multiple times in game 1, feels a lot safer actually in game 2.
Yugao on vision, but they knew it was there, so now the poke parts are there. Hoya actually in the backline gets a big chunk onto Yugao. There's the Eclipse, goes over towards Missing, who gets a Magnet Storm off, but the damage is pretty good. Hoya gets the ult off, but the Impale afterwards into the burn just means 2 dead. Beituan can't get a Lilting Lullaby onto only 1. It's only Kanavi he gets with it. That means it's just nothing in return.
Like how Missing gets away with that? They get away with the Herald on the second take.
Again, we see the Brand plus Skarner combo of everyone is held to burn down next to each other with all of those big circles overlapping. Can be pretty nasty. Missing, actually in a dangerous position here. Gets knocked down, and 1XM picks up the kill. No escape for Missing this time.
Yes, that will be that Rel Feld. Not as tanky as something like an Alistair. Walk away. 2 dragons, reminder, they do have all the grubs. They use the Herald. They've got themselves a dragon advantage. Objectives very much in favor of JDG so far. In a minute, we're going to have Baron. That'll be the next one up on the table. So TT will... flashing forwards.
That's pretty scary. Kanavi in danger, but the turnaround still pretty big as he gets the Pyroclasm rolling and base one in danger. W's back forwards and the curtains are being called. That's going to put TT in a very difficult position. 1XM flashing away from the Magnet Storm. Feather cannot get out of range, and 1XM caught by the very edge of that last shot. Gets over the wall with a Buster shot. And Yugao gets a reset as a result. Yugao can keep on hopping forwards. It turns out he might be more like a bunny rabbit.
They used a couple of ults, so even though they get the 1 kill, I don't even think they can force this that hard.
They've got to wait. That's an inhibitor gun. At least TT feel this is the moment. They're going to try.
Okay, so Kanavi, watch out for him. Hoya has flash. Might be able to get on top of him. Baron is slowly being burned.
Gonna try and play this. This has got to be their bigger moment. Ruler, cleanse, goes down. That's a big kill. Sheer, still desperately tanky though. And all the while, Yagao has yet to come on over. Baron's still going down, but the HP bars are so low.
Feather manages to get behind Ruler. He manages to get another combo. He's gonna die for this, but can they get the Baron while it's happening?
They're gonna try and keep buying some time. They're gonna go over onto Kanavi, who needs to get away, gets a kill, and Kanavi just burns him alive. He's still going.
And while it's happening, Yagao is killing the base in 2 days. We have 2 games with our backdoor shenanigans. TT fail around the Baron, and they'll lose their Nexus to bring it to game 3.
It was a risky call, but I know it looks silly. I understand why you're losing the game slowly. This was maybe your opportunity to win. It doesn't matter. Yagao shoves through mid, the Baron play fails, and ThunderTalk collapse under the weight of their very risky plan.
Oh man, TT dive onto the Karthus that, well, everyone but the Nautilus he could dive onto.
I'm trying to remember as well, was Yukal a big Ziggs player back in the day? I half wondered when Kanavi's still going to be a little bit behind that, still not quite as fast as the really legendary clear speed of that Karthus.
Baytran, as you said, headed towards that top side where he has the push. Sheer is alone on this top side. Gold card's been used. He's very low. It's going to be a Dark Harvest stack, at least for Baytran.
There is a teleport from Yagao, but I don't know whether they're going to be willing to do it. Holding onto the gold card. Q3 lands. Dark Harvest proc gain, so maybe that's all they care about. The W comes on down. The Wall of Pain is there. Skittles coming on through. Sheer will press Ghost. And Baytran just out of range. Another gold card. Going to get another proc. Can't quite get the autos. Will finally secure the kill.
It's a slow dive, but there's just no response. You can see that Yagao's pushed in mid lane, so you can't end up teleporting away from that. Because Yagao's pushed forward, it means that Kanavi gets a chance to go towards mid lane, but it's not going to be much more than a little chunk as the spear misses, and Sheer goes down. Yukal, gotta be careful of that one.
Yeah, and managing that will be interesting. Missing with the Hex Flash into a double pulverize. Doesn't lead to anything more, it's just a flashy moment.
Dragon Spawn still yet to be taken by either team. JDG got 2 out of the first grubs, but we haven't seen the double crit. That's a hook and a half.
Fantastic hook. Missing will get the headbutt back, but they turn around. Huge fate sealed. Makes it a 1 for none. Back over the wall, and in comes Ruler with that killer instinct. The TF ult is proc, but it's a little too late, and Hoya's now in a 1v4. 1xm finally over, but the Karthus ult might get some more. Not quite enough. The burn is huge, trying to get something onto Kanavi. The cards rather will get up. It's a triple kill to Ruler out of nowhere. Now 1xm's in danger. Trying to get a bit more is missing with the ultimate rolling, means 1xm just can't hurt anybody. JDG's health bars are nearly non-existent, but they're all still alive. Pouncing on forwards, the satchel charge not enough to disengage.
The unofficial quadra kill. That's a rule. That's a shame for JDG because they do currently have Hoya locked in the bot side. Yagao has kept him down here. He doesn't have that ult. Going straight forwards though. Okay.
Gold card, and Yagao's going to take a few turret shots there.
Now, Yagao does have teleport. I think he just... Hang on a second. What's happening here? There's a flash available for Yagao if Hoya were to go forwards. That's the Ghost Pop too. Really? Where's he going? Where's he going? He's going up towards mid lane.
Okay, this means with Yagao not able to quite join the health bar pretty low. Missing also exceptionally low. Goes down. Ruler can maybe look to go in. Does already get a kill with the Void Seeker. Over the wall goes Yukal. Now they're going to flying in. Yukal just about alive, but for how much longer? 2 more back the way of JDG. Baytran trying to get Kanavi, cannot do so. The Primal Surge is so obnoxious. A gold card lands down. Should allow for at least 1 back. Probably with the R. The heal and a Primal Surge keeps him alive away from the burn.
Oh, there's not enough items just yet on Baytran. Can't get the kill. And JDG's extended play. Flash forward. Maybe if he flashed before the Q, he would earn. Yagao side laning well on the Yone. And again, champion he's not played before. Weirdly, feels like most mid laners have got at least 1 game of it around the place so far. It is finally going to be traded for top lane outer turret. First tower of the game from TT. Have to defend their inner turret. They do that with a Ziggs ult.
They do. Missing comes on down. Yagao going to try and ult onto the tanky front line, but it's just not going to matter. They get the kills, and who needs a minion wave? The damage back is pretty good, though. All the while, TF continuing to shove around. Sheer, though, still here, and that tower is so low, it's not really going to survive very long at all. Yukal's already burned the flash. Sheer gets to step on forward. Baytran hit with a W, which means Kaisa can press R and Killer Instinct into the backline, and JDG, it's not looking close anymore.
Hoya sticks.
Okay, Navi on a flank, looking for a javelin toss. It's just about wide, and actually doesn't need to think about backing away there. Hoya was stepping forwards looking for something. It's a teleport behind. There is. It's Yagao coming on in. This could prove a bit of a difficult moment as ThunderTalk are split apart. Yukal going back towards Yagao. Hoya in an awkward position. Beijuan, now the front line is going to try and die amidst everybody as Yagao cannot prevent the port.
He does end up making sure he's unstoppable for the Nautilus ultimate, though, so he gets out safely. JDG trading ultimates for ultimates and flashes on the side of TT. I think this still works out in favor of JDG.
The issue's going to be that Beijuan's dead and you've got a Baron up. You don't have a smite.
Oh, yeah, that's true as well. I was like, oh, yeah. Wait, he was in passive, and then it shows up on the left-hand side. So JDG trading ults, trading flashes, no spite. You're absolutely correct. This was Yone's teleport before. Yagao piloting that one again, first time out. JDG should be able to go towards this Baron. This might just be the game after this.
He's got a Hex Flash, and that means he's in behind. He's on a queue of those key members. Ruler presses R, and again, sticks come on through. A Void Seeker on 1XN. I think we'll be writing a bit of an epitaph on his gravestone. Yagao gets Nautilus, missing, will miss the headbutt pulverized, but Yukal now without some options. 1XN tries desperately to at least get something back, but there's just nothing to be found. JDG at this point are toying with him.
Ruler snipes out 1XN at the back end of the fight, very nearly does the same to Yukal. It will not be the Baron which ends the game right now, but they're going to get themselves a huge fight in a turret. There's a dragon on the table. JDG, they can do whatever the hell. Just get zeroed out by Ruler.
Either way, it goes down, and TT 7,000 gold down. They have a dream of maybe getting something, but missing is just having none of it. Another fate sealed afterwards. It's onto a relatively tanky front line. But that's Beijuan now. He's dead in front of everybody. This might actually end up being Ruler dying. He will go down. Big shutdown, but the health bars on 1XN. He's gone. Yukal pulls back away. Another rocket would get a kill. That's pretty good. Yagao goes forward, stunned up. He's dead. JDG going so deep. Kanavi cannot get the kill. Gets a primal surge. Hoya wants to get more. Pounced on. Does get that kill. Backing away. The javelin toss is there. And it ends up being a 4 for 3. Pretty fast. It's going to be a face check required. Beijuan hit with the W from Kaiser. Now in danger of being jumped on himself. W comes through again, lands onto Hoya. Another big target. Beijuan just doesn't exist. Into the backline goes Ruler. A cleanse afterwards on 1XN. Again, X marks the spot, but it's just where his body lies. Ruler has had enough of this one. The crown is his. Wanting to prove that they might well be the best performing team in the LPL.
JDG, they've had a rough series. Game 1 was an unexpected loss and their first individual game loss of summer 2024. But they end up rallying the troops. Game 2, dominant. Game 3, even more so. Ruler, we've missed his Kaiser. Ends up 12, 1, and 10. I don't even think he can improve that score. I don't think the respawns will come through in time. JDG keep themselves a pace at the top of their group.
What a pace it is. There has finally been a blemish on their record. Game 1, a little bit embarrassing, I think, for them from where they were. But still, by far, the better.
These were some of the best highlights from the 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup between JDG and TT. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.